Hello people on the internet. In this video I'm going to show you all the life drawings I did from the Academy of Realist Art. So first is this drawing. This is the very first life drawing I did there without any instruction beforehand. I did it in my way to show them where I was at, and this is after the instructor told me what to do and using their method. You can see the lines are instantly way more clear and decisive. Here is just so many noises. Basically, there are 4 line languages: straight line, C curves, zigzags, and S curves. Before we start a full-size figure drawing, we always do a little thumbnail sketch, where one tries to describe the pose in 15 lines or so. So the lines one put has to be essential lines only. Then with the essential lines found and described, one would start the full-size figure drawing but with accurate measurements. And all the other angles has to be correct. Whereas the thumbnail, you just sketch the general gesture. It doesn't have to be proportionally accurate. And this is done in half session. So I spent half session working on this one and another half working on this one. Now when I talk about a session, what I mean is 3 hours with breaks in between. The actual drawing time is more like 2 hours and a half. So I'm gonna refer to the time I spent in sessions. Now you know a session is like 2.5 hour drawing time. I made a video about it. I did this at home. Okay. This is charcoal drawing on Roma paper. This drawing is from quite a while ago. I actually did another 1-session drawing just last week with very similar pose and with white charcoal used on toned paper as well. We will see that one later, and maybe we can put it side by side. Every time I try a new paper or pencil, I will do a sphere drawing. Just test on how well it takes graphite or charcoal and how well it blends if I do smudge or brush it. Yeah, so not much to say about this one. All the drawings I put here are not in chronological order, by the way. Like this carbon pencil on BFK reef paper is an earlier drawing than the one on the left here. It is probably my second rendered carbon pencil drawing. Again, I did a small thumbnail sketch. This one here is actually my very first carbon pencil rendered life drawing. So I spent one whole session, so 2.5 hours, just on his arm right here, upper arm, just to get used to carbon pencil working on arches paper. It's really hard to have a smooth tone compared to Stonehenge with graphite, but it's just a new media and one just needs to get used to it. The paper is Arches watercolor cold press. I personally like BFK paper more, which is also the paper I used on this drawing here on the right. Because I didn't have time to finish this one, so I thought maybe I'll do it smaller. Now this one I spent 6 sessions in, this guy here. And then I feel like I don't have much to do, so I moved my seat and did another one from another angle. And this one I probably spent 2 or 3 sessions. Here I said, with this lost and soft edge, now we can focus more on the light areas. And you can see with less time spent, the tone is way noisier. And really only with even tones, especially here, you can then describe the mid-tone and the light areas. How the form is going to turn here versus here, right? So many noises, just takes away the form over there. So that's that. This drawing I spent 9 or 10 sessions, so it's like 25 hours. Here I said, busy edge against simple edge creates interest. This is not my first portrait drawing. My first portrait drawing I'll show you later, but it's my first time using neutron charcoal and white general charcoal pencil. Her beanie is actually pure white, but here the instructor stopped me from going pure white as it should be in the reality. The reason being, it takes away way too much attention from the main subject here we are portraying, which is the face. Oh, I have writing here too. Make tones more even so we can have subtle transitions. Yeah, that's what I just explained earlier here. Oh, by the way, this was like 10 4 sessions too, so it's like 25 hours. This is my very first portrait life drawing in the school there. I was still doing bark drawings, and you can see I was utilizing things I learned, even the style from the bark drawing onto this portrait drawing. This is pencil 2B, HB, and 2H on Stonehenge paper. Probably 5 or 6 sessions, and then I moved my seat, did a side profile. This one is probably like 2 or 2.5 sessions. What did I write there? Hard edge makes things appear forward. Yes, indeed. This is a 2-session drawing, so like 5 hours. I spend my time rendering here more than anywhere else. This is a 1-session drawing. I was rather hasty on the outlines, and really I should just focus more on the construct. This is 10-session drawings. This is arguably my favorite drawing in this pile of drawings. I felt there's nothing much I can do. I can improve 6-session scene because I felt that I've hit my limit there. The extra few sessions, I just pushed the tones to be as even as possible, and then the transitions as subtle as possible. This in reality would be pure black, but that again takes away too much attention. It would be too contrasty compared to other parts of the drawing. And then as it's a live drawing with different sessions, the folds of the jacket of course changes over time. I intentionally designed it this way so we have some interesting intersection. You can see it was over there, and I erased it to make it go this way so it flows over. And here we have an edge design of a simpler edge, a simpler line against a more complex line. This line against this more interesting shape. Just some design elements. But overall, I really like how I pushed myself rendering her face. This is a 4-session charcoal drawing. If I had more time, I would render the neck to a higher finish as well. Here I was trying color pencil for the first time. I don't like it. This is 1.5 session pencil sketching. This is another color pencil sketch for 2 sessions or 3 sessions. And this one I like even less. This one is my least favorite drawing in this pile of drawings. This is a 4-session drawing. Here is graphite on Strathmore paper. In this drawing, I used the brush to smudge, hence I'm trying on the little sphere first. This is Chronological Roma paper again. I could do a lot better here. This one is less polished than I would like it to be. This one is just a quick at-home study. This is a drawing I did very recently, and we can see the difference. I think this is 1 year apart compared to this first drawing. I think I have improved on the line quality on the new one a lot. But unfortunately, I completely failed on her hand here. Wrist should be here. Thumb should move up to there, I think. And the foreshortening here, I didn't render the knee well enough and over rendered this muscle here, made it appear as if this is her knee, which is huge, but it's actually just this part, and this is the inner thigh muscle. It's 1 session quick drawing, and then this is more like 4 sessions. So I did this first, and then that spot, actually someone else was sitting there, so I had to move to the left a little bit. With this new angle, I made the drawing as big as possible. I was really pushed to make the outlines, make the edge as precise, as defined as possible. Here you can see there's so many informations. The line is thick, and then there's 2 lines here. Which one should we listen to, right? This is a negative shape observed from here. So imagine this is a huge goose there. These 2 are half-session drawings. I really like this one. That's it for now.